The sun isn't even up, but we are, and we're going on a hike. Let's go. Didn't have to fight anyone for a parking space today. Got the bear spray just in case. We're heading out to do Bear Gulch Cave and then go to the reservoir and then to do the Peaks Trail to come back. It's going to be a pretty arduous hike. I think it's around 1,600 feet elevation total. This first part is going to be around 600, I think. So, let's go. Is this the cave? So much like the trail yesterday, you can actually bypass the caves. If you go that way to get to the reservoir, you just go via the Moses Spring Trail, or you go this way to get to the reservoir via Bear Gulch Caves. We're going this way. We've reached a little somewhat slot canyon, so someone's very happy. Once again, flashlights are required for the cave. The bear knows we're coming, right? Right. Gotta knock to let the bear know that you're coming. I mean, it's pretty early. Oh, there's a frog. It's a little wet here. Once again, there are metal grates that you walk on. And once again, there's just giant rocks hanging above us. This one has actual steps in it. That's where we just came from. It must have taken some effort to carve these steps. People once again proving they are the worst. The water's dripping right here.
Oh yeah. Oh well.
So there's actually an upper cave. We just did the lower cave. The upper cave is kind of over here, so I can't see it.
It's closed because of the bats, I believe.
But it's closed. It's only open 1 month of the year, roughly, and they don't ever like announce it. You just have to be here. But yeah, the entrance for it is over there. But we're going this way, which involves quite a tight squeeze. And Tim, of course, just abandoned me. We have made it out of the cave, and now we're heading up these stairs here to go to the reservoir, which should look very pretty because the sun still hasn't come out and is low in the sky, so we should get nice reflections. Oh, there it comes. Hi, Crow. Tim's being very brave.
I'm out here all by myself on this rock that is basically just balanced against the cliff.
Yes, it is.
Let's go that way.
Glad you pointed that out to yourself. This is very Mines of Moria, Balrog.
Exactly. You shall not pass.
I was wondering when you would see those.
It's not railing, I'm okay.
Okay. So we gotta go up these stairs to get to the reservoir. They're very skinny, but there is a railing. It's a very low railing. Wow, look at that fern. Grand reveal in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That is beautiful.
Where it just came from. I think that's where we're going. Up there. From the parking lot, it took us 40 minutes to get here with 356 feet of elevation gain, and it was 0.73 miles, so pretty good hike. Could just go back the way you came if you wanted, or there's also the Moses Spring Trail that was the bypass that you can go back on. But we're gonna do the Rim Trail, or the Peaks Trail, I think it's called actually. Once we've
doing the Peaks Trail?
Once we've had a little breather and a little snacky snack and some water. We're continuing on. We're doing the Rim Trail, and then we're going to join the High Peaks Trail. So this part should be an adventure. We unfortunately did not get to see any California red-legged frogs. But we saw lots of birds, and it was very pretty. So let's go. This is Teaching Rock.
Be careful.
I am. And Tim, while you're editing this, I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm looking where my feet are going. Wow. This is... Oh! Oh boy. Okay. Even I'm a little skeeved out by this. Oh, this really... It's quite high. Very steep on each side. I am. I'm not even looking at the camera. I got the heart rate going a little bit. If I'm admitting that, then you know it was
Horrifying.
It was... I was safe.
No, there's no such thing.
I was safe, but it was also very sharp drops on both sides.
Yeah, that's fine.
You'll see it when you edit the video.
I know.
I left you a little message.
Nope.
So we reached the part where we could, if we were basically just doing the cave and reservoir, we would go back down there. But we're continuing on to do the High Peaks Trail, because Tim's going to be brave.
We'll see.
Let's go.
We'll see.
This trail is pretty tough so far. Not gonna lie. Since we got on the High Peaks Trail, it's just been pretty much straight up.
On its side.
That's the path we came on, right down there. We just passed 1,000 feet of elevation gain. We still have about another 500 to go. We've almost made it past the steep part. Still have about another 250 feet to go. But there is a random bathroom. Just sitting up here on the mountain. It's nice that they have it at least. This is the view from this little bench. It's a pretty nice view in both directions. We're having our picnic lunch at 8:30 in the morning.
Yep. Well, breakfast was 3 hours ago.
That's quite the view for it, and I think that might be a condor. Let's see as it gets closer. I think it is. No, it's not. I can see the white on the backs of its wings. Continuing on after our lunch. A little more elevation, and then it's all the way down. Oh boy. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that. No. So we made it to the part with the cliff stairs, I guess they are, and Tim's not comfortable doing it, so we're gonna head back the way we came and basically retrace our steps. But this is what the steps look like. They're I went up and around the corner. It's a little sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. And especially somebody who's afraid of heights, no, it would not have been doable. So we're gonna head back. We have made it out of the high area with the switchbacks with the big drops, and we're now kind of back at the almost beginning where it's a little
It's a good thing there's no more big drops.
well, it's not quite as steep is what I was getting at. So Tim's panic attack has subsided and he's doing much better now. I'm very proud of him for going as far as he went. There was a lot of sketchy parts. He gets an ice cream when we get back to the shop.
Wow, that wasn't catchy at all.
I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to do it, but we're a team, and if one of us doesn't want to do something, then we don't do it. And yes, I'm just saying that so that I have that as an out in the future. We have made it back to where we came from the Bear Gulch Reservoir earlier.
Wonder why I tell you.
That's where we came from, the Bear Gulch, and that's where we're going for the rim trail.
As Jamie almost falls off the side of the cliff again.
I wouldn't have gone far. Let's go.
That's not the point.
It's 0.8 miles to go.
Yep.
We made it back to the parking lot. Also, we were the only car here this morning, and now it is completely full. There's not a space to be had. We made it back to the car.
Thank God.
That was
terrifying.
Probably our hardest hike ever.
I don't think the hike was that hard, other than the fact that I was terrified for half of it.
I guess the elevation gain was slower than it was at Lost Mine Trail, because it was over a longer period of time, but we did go a little bit higher. We ended up with 1,510 feet of elevation gain, just over 5 miles in just over 4 hours.
It was a beautiful hike. The views are stunning, but if you have a fear of heights, you cannot do the High Peaks Trail. You can do it up to the high peak, like the highest point itself. Like we did half the trail basically and turned around at the very tippy top. If we'd gone maybe a few more 100 feet, it would have been downhill from the other side. But going around the cliff sides on those rock ledges that some have railings and some don't, and Jamie will insert the video here, no. Yeah. Absolutely not. I was having kittens on the side of the cliff waiting for Jamie to come back from videoing it because it was that sketchy and scary to me.
Yeah, even I was like, this is a little sketchy. Like you have railings up to a point, and then there's probably about 15 feet where you don't have railings anymore, and you have to go kind of down and back up. And then there's another part with railings, and then another part without railings, and then you have to go up some stone cliffs straight up to basically to the peak.
You
so
know,
yeah,
if
Tim
they put
went
railings on part of it, why couldn't they put railings on all of it? Not that it would have
I
helped
mean,
me.
maybe
I
there
still couldn't have
was
done it.
railings there at one point, and they fell off.
Okay, no, don't. No, I can't even think about
the
that.
other thing with the railings is they're also really low.
Yeah, like they only came up below Jamie's waist. So
Yeah,
like
it's kind of
if you
bizarre.
and they're really tight. Like
Yeah, you have to.
it's not very
out.
wide, and you're like leaning away from the cliff because you've got your pack on or whatever, and so you're like leaning out over the railing as you're going around it. Not fun.
No, it was. We probably should have done more research into it and realized that Tim had already watched a video and was like, I can't do that. And I didn't realize that was the video he had watched. So.
Yep. And I didn't realize that was the hike that Jamie was taking me on. So,
but we still got a decent hike in. And
we did. It was a good hike.
It is only 10:23, and we've been up since
5 this
just
morning.
before 5.
Yeah, before 5.
So we're gonna go home to the RV.
I'm gonna hug Loki and relax in bed with him and watch TV and not do anything because, one, my feet are killing me. We've done a lot of hiking over the past couple weeks, a lot of big hikes.
We've done over 10 miles in the last 2 days.
And yeah, I'm ready just to take a deep breath and relax because I've not been able to relax on this whole hike. It's been very stressful.
And I'm gonna walk over to the store and get me an ice cream.
Let's go.